Hey guys, welcome in. Hey guys and 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 welcome into the Roxy Report. Hey guys and welcome in to the Roxy Report. The last couple of days have kind of put things into perspective for me. As you saw by the start of the video, those clips that you saw were from years and years ago, and they're of a different person. They're of someone that I am not anymore. I've always been on the side of the fence where I like to show my transition through all of the stages. I'm not one of these people that wants to hide their prior selves, although I have nothing against people that do that. I feel like by showing what I have been through, it shows a journey and it shows a timeline, and that something like that is amazing. But I'm struggling. I need to change. I need to move on. I need to move away. I'm getting... Living where I am right now is hard, because living where I am right now brings back all the memories of my past self, and I don't want to be constantly reminded every day of this was where I grew up, and that's hard, and changes and stuff is good, but when you can't move, when you're stuck in kind of like a rut, then it's not good. You can't move, you can't go anywhere. You get stuck into this routine and just endless loop of life, and that just keeps on going. And I don't know if I'm making sense, but when I went to Cuckoo Fair a couple of days ago, no one recognizes me anymore, and that's good. But I don't belong, if that makes any sense. I've changed, myself has changed, my persona is different, my character is different. And it's something that I need to work on and to try and get a grasp on. The reason I showed you the videos at the start was to show you a brief transition, a look into how I've evolved as a person. And if you notice, even though there are ones of me trying to do a different voice, there's ones later where I'm back to doing a more masculine voice, because that was struggles in my transition. I was struggling and I was kind of going back to man mode, and that's not a good thing. That's a horrible and bad thing to do. Don't do that. Stop it. Tell my prior self, stop it. To those of you on the outside of transition, to those of you that are allies, or maybe people that are looking at us like we're weird or odd, you may think, well, we're the same person. We're not. Going through transition causes mental changes, it causes physical changes, it causes rifts, waves in families, it causes so many changes and differences. By the end of it, you're not the same person. And in some ways, I don't want to lose the person that I was, because I learned from that person. That person's connected to my mum. My mum never knew me as I was now. So in some ways, I don't want to lose that part of me, but I need to move on. And that's difficult to do. By looking back at my past, I can kind of gauge where I want to be and where I was, and move on, I hope, I think. Changes are harder to make than you may think, and living back at home hasn't helped, because I suppose that I'm living back in the home where I was James, Jamie, and even partly Ellie, and those are 4 transitional stages in my life prior to starting to fully transition. James was the introverted, nerdy kid who had no friends and kind of just stayed by himself. Jamie was my outgoing, confident, badass college life, and Ellie was my period of doubt and change, puberty, I suppose. Although it was past puberty, it was evolving, a development, and then of course Roxy is now my final, hopefully, final stage. Everyone has stages in their lives, and if you're in a stage where you don't feel like you fit, you need to move out of that stage. You need to evolve. You need to move on. You need to change, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I feel like now I am starting to pass, which is amazing, and for me that's the best thing. And I think as soon as I've had the surgery, hopefully next year, that's going to take on a whole new era, a whole new sector of my life, and that's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for that to happen. But up until that point, I need to make changes in my life, and I think that Chris has been an amazing change. He's been a driving force to make me more feminine, more female, mentally as well as physically, and I don't know how to explain that, but I just feel more finished with him, I suppose. As I am now, I don't feel very feminine, but I'm trying. And it's hard. I suppose people will tell you, you need to wear certain clothes, you need to look a certain way to be feminine, and I think that's wrong. It's what's up here in your head that counts. It's not what you dress like, it's not what you buy. It's what's in your head, and I think that's what a lot of people just don't understand. Make changes in your life when you're ready and when you need to, because otherwise you get stuck in a rut. I hope this made some kind of semblance of sense. I don't know. I'm just kind of going through a bit of a weird stage right now. Sorry there wasn't any videos the last couple of days. I wish there had been. I just didn't have time, and I feel really, really bad. I love you all. Thank you so much for the comments and the likes on the last video. It meant the world. Yeah, I just want to show you that I do have down days, and I do have days of reflecting, and this is one of those days, and I want to be as honest with you as possible. So tell me how you're doing in the comments below. Thanks for watching, but until next time, that's me out. Bye guys.